Hi, Taurus. All right, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. And let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on with you at this time. So, give me some messages for my Tauruses and Taurus placements. Anything significant for my Tauruses, please allow those messages to come out in today's reading. Give me some messages for Taurus. Anything significant for them at this time? Give me some messages, please. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. What else do we have? Let's see. Uh-oh, what happened? We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Fool. Okay. All right, so I just see that you're getting a lot of messages or downloads or confirmations about something. It's something that you have an instinct towards. Maybe your instinct is telling you to keep your freedom when it comes to something. So reaffirming like being independent. I don't know. Your instinct is telling you to stay independent, stay free, maybe stay single right now. All right. And you're getting so much like confirmations about this. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles being here, you're being offered some type of commitment. Okay. It does seem kind of small. Like it could even be like the beginning stages or the beginning steps. So this could be like maybe a job offer is coming towards you. Maybe there's a promotion that's being offered towards you. This could be like maybe someone that you're dating that wants to take things to the next steps, to the next level here. Maybe you're being offered something with your stability, with your living situation, maybe with your assets to like upgrade. You're being offered like an upgrade of some sort, but something is telling you not to like get involved. You're getting this instinct as if like with the Fool to keep your freedom, remain free. It feels like whatever this upgrade is or this promotion, this offer, maybe even this commitment, it's coming with some more rules or regulations, and maybe that's something that you just know that you're not going to be able to get down with in the long run. All right, so I don't know. Let's see. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Like for example, like say there's a job offer on the line and your boss keeps telling you to go for it, apply for it cuz they really feel like you're going to be the one to get it. It's like, okay, the extra money is cool, but that maybe you have more freedom with your current position. Maybe you get to work from home for the whole week or most of the days out of the week, you know? Maybe you don't have to work under anyone. Maybe you work in your own space. Maybe you work independently and you really enjoy that. It feels like whatever this is, you are getting some type of reward or you are getting something that you could see as valuable, but it does come with more restrictions, and that may not be favorable for you right now. So you're trying to weigh out your options, and you're just like, I think I kind of like where I am at, or I think I really like my independence with the Fool, okay? Or I like doing things solo dolo, even with the Fool. All right, Hermit. The first question I went to ask you, Taurus, when I came into your reading was, are you still in Hermit mode? But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. But obviously, you still are with the Hermit energy. So you're getting something that you're not even actively pursuing. Something is just kind of coming towards you and wanting some type of investment from you or wanting your commitment when you're still in this energy of solitude. Okay, so that's the first thing, and that's kind of interesting to me. I feel like you're really enjoying your alone time, your singlehood, or your freedom here. And something is just seeking you out, okay? That's going to require you to come out of your shell maybe a little bit more, or to have to change up your dynamic where you may be okay with where you're at right now, how things have been running for you, so far. All right, Nine of Swords. I feel like this freaks you out quite a bit. So something is asking for you to come out of your comfort zone. Like you're going to be getting this increased pay or these benefits, or something valuable, something to do with like maybe more room, more stability. I don't know. The next steps, going up a level here. But you have a lot of anxiety around this taking you out of your comfort zone. All right, it's definitely not what you're used to right now. You have gotten very acclimated to doing something solo dolo or just having your individualism. And something is kind of freaking you out about this. Why the Nine of Swords? What is kind of nerve wracking about this whole thing? All right, Justice. Okay, so first and foremost, it almost feels like a contract. It feels like contractual, and you don't want to be locked into something long term. You want to be able to have the freedom to come and go as you please, or if something is not as it seems or it doesn't work out for you, you want to be able to get out of it without having any crazy consequences. So, with the justice here, you have some anxieties around being treated fairly, things being fair and equal, not being taken advantage of. Okay, so that's a concern for you, and you're just not sure if that's really promised with whatever this is. You're not sure if, like, maybe this person who wants to now be in a relationship with you, how they truly are in a relationship. You're still filling them out, and you're not really ready to compromise your singlehood for that. All right. Or if this is like a job, it just feels like you don't want to be placed in an uncomfortable position that you can't get out of, that you can't turn back from or change your mind, if things are not favorable for you, or if you start to feel like you're being taken advantage of. So you're just trying to make sure that a situation is completely fair. You're also trying to make sure that something is very upfront and that there's no like gray areas, that there's nothing hidden that you're not seeing, nothing that's going to change in the middle of this. You want to know everything up front. There's a little bit of a fear or anxiety around that. And then I also think like your instinct, okay? So something's not rubbing you the right way when it comes to the situation. Something feels off putting. You can't tell if you're just maybe over analyzing the whole thing and being in your head, or if it's a true feeling. What's the Page of Wands? All right, King of Cups. What else? The Hierophant. All right. So whatever this is, I don't know. There's like a questioning effect, right? If this is someone who wants to date you, the way that this person is presenting themselves is very mature, someone who has deep emotions for you, someone who's very caring and nurturing, someone very genuine. Or if this is an offer or opportunity coming your way, it feels like a genuine offer that's coming before you with good intentions. It also feels like whatever this institution or the structure behind this seems really well, doesn't feel like it's messy or underhanded, malicious intent. It doesn't feel like it's under the table or anything fraudulent is happening, but you can't shake this feeling of like doom. I don't know. What is this? Let's see. Six of Pentacles. I feel like your biggest concern is like not being taken advantage of, you know? Something feels like it could be rewarding, but you're wondering at what cost. Maybe you're having this energy of something being too good to be true. You're trying to see what may be that bad thing. What is that one thing that may be irritable? I don't want to see everything that's good on paper. What else is like bad on paper? I don't want to see all of this person's great qualities. I want to see also like their bad days. Okay. So you're wanting to make sure that you're not giving too much of your time, your energy, your love, your commitment. And, one day you wake up in this situation and you're not getting that back in return. So the exchange of it is something that is just like really hard for you to have a calmness about. You're not very sure, and you have a inner curiosity with the Page of Wands to really dig deep and see what are the imperfections, because right now everything just is glistening, and I know that's not how this goes every day. I want to know where are the imperfections, where are the cracks in this foundation. I want to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. What's the Fool? Fool is the Eight of Cups, and what else? The Ten of Cups, okay. There's a deep sense of fulfillment in whatever situation you have set up right now. So if you're single, you just really love being single, okay? And I feel like you can really rely on yourself, you know? Um, if it's this energy of like where you currently work or your current position, you really like how things are set up right now. You've gotten very accustomed to it and you feel a deep sense of fulfillment. It's not something that you're willing to walk away from with the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you're just leaning towards having your freedom and not setting yourself up for failure because something feels like it's just too good to be true. I don't know. And you are really nervous about like being taken advantage of and also like losing freedom in some sense. Let's see what else is here. Something, the way that something is set up right now, you have a lot of power and control, okay, over what happens, what's your day to day, your routine, how how your day plays out. If you were to take whatever this opportunity or this offer is, you don't know if you would still have that same level of power or control or dominion in your life, in your routine. That's something that scares you, okay? So I don't know. I don't really see this as like self sabotage. I guess it depends how you look at it. I feel like you're just looking out for yourself, and because you have this instinct of something being too good to be true, you're listening and leaning on to that instinct, and you're not going to question it. You're just like, you know what? Something feels off putting. I'm going to listen to that. I'm not going to ignore my gut, and I'm just going to stick with what is tried and true for me and what I'm really enjoying right now. There's no need for me to disturb what is bringing me peace, okay? So there could be some disappointments here, especially if this is a connection. There is someone here who seems to be leading with a lot of love and wants to take things to the next level. But I feel like there's this thing where it's like you haven't seen this person's bad day yet, and that is important to you. You want to see what happens when this person is down on their luck, when they get angry, when they're not happy, when they're irritated, you want to see what happens with that. What's their mannerisms? How do they treat people? How are they going to treat you? I feel like you haven't had that experience yet. It's not like you're calling that experience in. You're just wanting to see the real. You're wanting to see things from all standpoints, not just the perfection that it's presenting to you right now. All right. Anything else you want to say to Taurus? All right, Nine of Wands. I feel like you have built up your instincts to where you just know to trust it. Nine of Wands is like you've been through a lot. So you have kind of learned a lot from those experiences that didn't go so well. You know how to read a room and read a situation. You are just a little bit more of a realist. And if something just looks too good on paper, and if you don't feel like it's like super valuable, like I'm okay where I'm at, I'll be okay without getting just the little bit of extra income. I'll be okay without getting the bigger space, you know, the nicer car. I'll be okay right now. I'm happy with what I have. You've learned to just like be comfortable in where you're fulfilled, you know, and not just jump to the next big thing. Because, you know, Two of Wands is also an energy of like the grass is greener effect or shiny object syndrome. And I feel like you've mastered this concept of just not jumping to the next situation, like waiting something out, having patience, really analyzing a situation before jumping in, before committing yourself, so that you don't end up in similar situations from the past. And I think that's good. There's also this energy too of like you're really happy with what you have right now. You could be really happy being single. You're enjoying yourself, you know, and maybe that's not something that you've really enjoyed in the past. So you should stay in that for a little bit and continue to get to learn yourself as a single Taurus. Or in your job, you're really enjoying your job right now. There's no reason to change something that's not broke, you know? That's what I'm getting. I feel like you're doing a good job listening to this instinct. But man, you're having like a little bit of a mental warfare going back and forth about it. I do see that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will see you guys in the next one really soon.